100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
100 years.
100 years. Hard to believe. 100 years.
This is a milestone, 100 years. 100 years.
The Rotary Clubs of Carteret County, a century of service. On May 19, 1925, 22 leading businessmen of Morehead City gathered for the presentation of the charter for the Rotary Club of Morehead City. Kip Bonner, President; Luther Hamilton, Vice President; Skinner Chalk, Secretary; Edward Council, Treasurer; and G.D. Canfield, Sergeant-at-Arms. Their success led to our club sponsoring the chartering of the Beaufort Rotary Club on April 13, 1928. The Newport Rotary Club was admitted to Rotary International on June 17, 1949.
Rotary was a very important part of my father's family type thing, and my earliest memory would be 1947, 46. On Sundays, he would make house calls down east for his patients. And I can remember riding with him, probably in the summertime, and he would, and I would sing R-O-T-A-R-Y, that spells Rotary. R-O-T-A-R-Y is one great family.
Thanks to a groundswell of local interest in the work of Rotary, 4 new clubs were established late in the 20th century under the leadership of John Capps and Harvey Joss. Rotary Club of Morehead City Noon in 1981, Rotary Club of Morehead City Lookout in 1988, Beaufort Old Town Rotary in 1990, and most recently, Rotary Club of Morehead City Soundview in 1997.
If we think that we have any greater vision of Rotary down the road, it's because we stood on the shoulders of these giants.
Rotary has been big in this county for almost 100 years now, and had played a big part in a lot of the things that are in our area that most people would never ever consider.
In about 1930, a meeting was held with the newly established Morehead City Rotary Club to look into the feasibility of expanding what was there into a proper port facility. And that meeting was very successful, and that led to a relationship between the Morehead City Rotary, the governor, and the North Carolina legislature, who all teamed together to create what we now know as the state port here in Morehead City.
Burgeoning business and commerce led the county Rotary Clubs to act as unofficial chambers of commerce and then to establish official chambers of commerce. Beaufort was the first in the effort, followed by Morehead City in 1946.
And one of the things that Bob Howard and Rotary led us to do was to organize and buy Camp Sam Hatcher. And that's a local Boy Scout camp that we had for many years.
We're very involved in bringing the Salvation Army to Carteret County. Our Rotarian John T. Capps was instrumental in the group that got the first Salvation Army building. I was the area governor for Carteret County, and I got all of the clubs involved to commit money to help build the new Salvation Army building. And we got the family store named for John and Jane Capps. The clubs, for the centennial year of Rotary, the clubs were challenged to make some lasting impact on their local communities. So Buff Chalk was president of the club the year before me, and he and I and David Horton and a few other people came up with the idea of Rotary Park.
I think that the Rotary Clubs, and their donations and their willingness to develop this type of a park for our children was a great idea, and was glad to be part of it.
What a wonderful facility that is. The width and breadth of that facility is just magnificent. And it wouldn't have happened unless the Rotary Clubs of Morehead City and our surrounding area, I'm sure, pooled their resources to make it happen.
Putting up a big, huge Rotary sign at the front gate and all of that. It was a terrific project.
Rotary started the polio campaign in 1985. They had partnered with the World Health Organization, and they wanted to eradicate polio from the face of the earth, and that was their promise to the children. And I think now, many years later, there are 2 cases in Pakistan and maybe 1 case in Afghanistan. Rotary has 99.9% eradicated polio.
Most recently, we've been involved in trying to set up an international project to help in Mexico. And we've put together a project right now that we're going to donate 3 buses to help a technical school get the students to the school. And then we're also going to outfit about 9 classrooms.
Yeah, I think it would be helpful to maybe talk about the first international project that our club became a part of, and that was a rather small project in Ghana. And we made arrangements to purchase a peanut sheller kit from the Full Belly Project. And it ended up, it cost between $2,000 and $3,000, but made a big impact in the lives of the people in that village because it mechanized the process of shelling the peanuts. That project was a global grant project, and that project was in partnership with the Peace Corps in El Salvador and a couple of different organizations in the area around San Juan, El Salvador, which was a small town of about 750 people who did not have any type of modern plumbing, were cooking on open fires in their houses, and that project basically provided construction of stoves made of concrete, as well as the construction of about 25 composting latrines.
2 projects that I've been involved with our club were the international grants that we had with 2 individual Berlin Rotary Clubs. These involved the refugee crisis that was happening in Germany in 2015-16 time frame. We ended up about $150,000 to the Rotary Clubs and the project in Berlin.
Our club, for instance, would get together a team of 5 or 6 non-Rotarians and appoint 1 Rotarian to be the team leader, and that group of 4, 5, 6 people, whatever it might be, would travel to another country and meet up with a similar group in that country and spend about 4 weeks in that country exploring some topic. Each GSE team had a theme to it. And we probably hosted 7 or 8 GSE teams over the years, and it was a wonderful experience. Our youth exchange is, I think, one of Rotary's biggest strengths, and it's totally below the radar. So we became the American parents for a young woman named Julianne from French Canada.
Every year, my club does a big concert to raise money for Alzheimer's research as well as a local charity. Doing this for several years, I've grown to have a real appreciation for it.
We've always been very committed to education, but a new impact with our mayor, currently our mayor, Sharon Harker, a few years ago, we decided to emphasize reading with Rotarians and reading with the mayor. So we researched a book that would highlight service above self. Our mayor joined us. We purchased books for every 2nd grader in the community, and then she and other Rotarians came to present and read that book to all the 2nd graders.
We did the Buffett Road Race in late June and had huge participation. And we gave away scholarships to West Carteret students at East Carteret and all the high schools. So that was very rewarding.
One of my favorites has been the dictionary project that we do, just because I like to see the interaction with the children. So we drop off dictionaries to, I think, third graders to the schools in Newport, and just seeing them get excited over something like a dictionary is just, I enjoy that. I enjoy getting out to do that, but I, of course, can't not mention the Newport Hootenanny. That is Newport's biggest fundraiser. It's on Halloween every single year. We have usually a couple of thousand kids turn out every time, families.
The first project we did was Seafood Festival. So we were able to park cars and make money without expending money to do the project. And then we used those funds so we could start giving back to the community after that. Over the next few years, we added the road race, which was in Morehead City, the Lookout Road Race.
Beaufort Old Town Rotary does a fundraiser. Our largest fundraiser is selling Christmas trees between Thanksgiving and the first week of December.
A lot of our focus with our membership that they like to get behind, pretty much anything, most anything with youth, most anything with military benevolence. My passion in Rotary is youth, and thus I got started in my involvement with RYLA, which stands for Rotary Youth Leadership Awards. It's held in January every year, is open to high school juniors, only high school juniors. We structure it like business seminar meetings, team building activities. They forge friendships and relationships that last them a lifetime.
We at the theater, I can't tell you how excited and honored we were when the committee chose the theater as the project, as a bricks and mortar memorial, so that to show the impact of Rotary in this community and their support of our youth and the arts for all of us.
I think us trying to help the theater in their drive to rebuild and make better, I think that's a great place for Rotary to focus.
If you have an idea, follow your idea. Rotary is there to help you. If you have something that's on your heart, pursue it. Don't just put it in a closet. Go out and try to do something about it, whether it's local or whether it's international. He who serves others serves best.
The Rotary has the four-way test. These are things that if you apply to your daily life and whatever it is that you do, you're going to be successful.
In my factory, I had copies of the four-way test printed out, and I gave one to every supervisor or everyone who had responsibility in the factory. And we had a copy of it on the wall in my office. And it's very important, you know, the things we think, say, and do, you know. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to everyone concerned? You cannot go wrong.
I try to expose my students, my working environment uses the four-way test, you know, and if that gave you a guideline, a mission statement.
Rotary offers a code of conduct that rivals almost any code of conduct in the world with the four-way test. Being at a college where we have students of all ages, lots of different backgrounds and experiences, that four-way test really helps me to build bridges.
John had been a Rotarian in spirit, I would say, ever since the day he was born. I tell people, I told our Rotary Club when John passed away, I said, I was his wife, but you were his life. and they really believe that. And it's true, because he lived the four-way test.
I feel like Rotary was a good use of my time because of how active they are in the community.
Well, I think once you join a Rotary Club, you become a citizen of the county for the first time.
I've always operated under the motto of, if we cannot take care of our communities, then what can we take care of?
You know, Rotary is all about people. And it's about people helping other people.
Rotary affords an enterprising young person a lot of opportunity, a chance to build your network and meet new people and make new friends.
There is a large benefit to being able to participate in a club with my wife, along with other couples and spouses.
I love the members. I love the members of my club. And it's been really special to me.
Rotary is a force multiplier. We can only do so much on our own, but when you join with over 1 million other people worldwide who have the same values and ethics that you do, who want to give back to their local communities and their global communities, you can do so much more if you're with that group of people. And that's really where Rotary shines.
Over the past 100 years, the members of the Rotary in Carteret County have laid an excellent foundation for the next generation to take and run with for the next 100.
How we put our inspiration and our values into action is going to make a difference in our community, not only for those that we think of as being served, but for those who are in the role of servants. Because I think that's where the dynamism of Rotary is, that fellowship and uniting together of people who are committed to service.
This video was made possible by a grant from the Big Rock Foundation.
With Rotary's 100-year anniversary in Carteret County, we should be so proud of what we do. That's a long time and so many members, and the goal for the future, the next 100 years, is hopefully we'll grow